Welcome everyone, Terry Kennedy and Steve Brown from the Racing League. Last time we joined you, and thanks for your support again, as always, we said there was some big news about the break as far as the Racing League was concerned. Well, people can speculate, but it's time to announce that big news now, and it relates to an event we all love, the Magic Millions, Steve.
Yeah, we've had approval where the Racing League is now able to buy stakes in horses rather than having to own 100% of them. So it's important that doesn't change the net ownership number. It just means more horses, more fun, more connection with trainers, more intel from trainers, and more runners. So yeah, we're pretty excited by that. That capability. There's a bit of work that's involved in making it happen, and that's what one of the things we want to talk to everyone about today.
Yeah, it's a good result for everybody. It's more of everything, more engagement, more thrills, more runners, more winners, and it just keeps more information that continues to pour into your email accounts and through social media as well. I guess the easy one, or it's not so easy for me to ask but hard for you to answer, how does this work?
Yeah, so the Bloodstock team's got 20 plus years of relationships within the industry. We are trusted relationships, and what we're going to try and do is work with trainers and buyers in buying horses that we love in partnership with them. So that might mean that TRL, instead of owning 100%, own a lesser percentage of a certain horse. The objective is that TRL colours would still remain on that horse, but we may well be, if it is in partnership with a trainer, they love a horse that we love, that we will go into partnership with them, which means it has a couple of implications if those partnerships are put in place.
Yep, so TRL colours, the intention is for them to remain as well, and one non-negotiable is that the TRL Bloodstock team, who have delivered wonderful results across the board, across the three teams so far, they must be in love with that horse. And something that comes to mind is you'd often get the phone call from a trainer, yourself or myself, and say, we were the underbidders on that horse. You blokes just bought it over the top, and you're actually bidding up against one of the trainers that we love and trust.
Yeah, well, we know what happened with Luna Rocks, where we're talking probably cost owners a fair bit of dough, where the trainers were on it, and we have seen numerous other examples. We seem to bump heads with Kieran Maher a lot on the same horses, and there's others as well. So where we're going to be able to work with them, who knows? It might save you guys, 50, even in some cases $100,000, where we're not going head to head with trainers. We can't guarantee that, but certainly just working more collaboratively will help minimise that. Yeah,
what's better than one new horse? 3 new horses maybe per team. Anyway, there's a lot to work out yet.
And it's important that we talk about that. So if we are able to, let's say just to keep it simple, take 50% of a horse, then we will buy 2 of spending the same amount of money. So it doesn't mean your net ownership outcome is any less. It just means you have more horses.
Yep. What happens with prize money? I'll fire some questions at you, mate. So what happens with prize money? We might not own 100% of that horse.
Yeah, so let's use the 50% example again. 50% of that prize money would go to the team, as opposed to previously where we've got 100%. But remember, you'll have 2.
That's right.
So the net outcome is the same. Nothing changes from a net outcome perspective, except you've just got more horses.
Yeah, exactly right. What happens with the draft? Will they go into the TRL pool, and will owners get to vote? That's going to be a little bit more difficult now with trainers involved.
Yeah, that's right. So if we're in partnership with trainers and others, and we commit to a relationship there and acquiring a horse with a trainer, then that will be predetermined. The other element to this is it's the trust account balances that determine what horses can be purchased. So we're currently sitting with New South Wales and Queensland. They're rising towards that $300,000 mark balance. and Victoria is in excess of 300,000. So we'll be managing the horses that we're purchasing with those trust balances as the determining factor, as well as if we do a partnership with a certain trainer, then basically it's predetermined as to which horse goes with which trainer.
Yep. So just again on that 50% rule, if there's $300,000 in the trust, the potential is that you could take $150,000 worth of 50% of $300,000 yield.
That's correct, mate. Yep.
Yeah, because I guess all asset values in the world are heading south at the moment with with inflation and the bottom falling out of the world, but never seems to fall out of the bottom of a yearling sale, you know?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens there, whether that is impacted or not.
Yeah.
It's the first time, yeah.
So based on projections, what can we buy? And you mentioned New South Wales Tycoons heading towards that 300,000 mark, the Rogues heading towards that 300,000 mark, and the Vic Hustlers over that 300,000 mark currently. So that's it. If we don't have a partnership with a TRL trainer, will TRL or will the Queensland Rogues or individual teams buy 100% of a horse?
Well, I think we'll look at whatever makes sense. You know, if there's horses that we're in love with and we just can't walk away not owning them, yeah, we'll look at that. It's going to be a bit of a suck and see sort of thing, and depending on what partnerships are available, what aren't, we're going to buy the best possible horses we can with the interests of owners, TRL owners at heart. That's going to be the determining factor, buying the horses that we love on your behalf.
I guess another question may well be, how will ownership look in the race book? As I get my screen.
Yeah. So if there is partners that come into this, they will appear in the race book alongside the Vic Hustlers, the New South Wales Tycoons, or the Queensland Rogues, whatever it may be. So we may see other owners appear in the race book.
Yeah, but the New South Wales Tycoons or the team name would actually, they're all still in the race book, and the intention is, the deal, and it's hard to get these deals done, is to race in the team colours.
That's right, mate, yeah. So in that case, you know, if 50% is owned elsewhere, we will have 50% less member passes to the mounting yard.
Everything's
so
pro rata.
It's all pro rata.
Yep.
Prize money's pro rata, and ticketing's pro rata.
Yeah, and in saying all that is absolutely true. But many race clubs now across the 3 states are working with the Racing League, and many are doing a good job of providing more saddling yard or membership passes or entry passes, and that's terrific, which is great. And we just continue to build that. So I don't think anyone's going to be missing out on anything. It's just again more engagement. I know there's no need to have any. We can take questions if you wanted to fire them in through emails to the helpline.
Help@trl.net.
Help@trl.net. More than happy to answer those questions. We'll do another session. But it's just more runners, more winners, more thrills, more engagement, more video updates from trainers, more chances to get to the track. It's just all good news, really.
Yeah. Providing
bit of work to be done.
Providing it works out. You know, we've got some rules that we're going to be sticking by, and we're going to be working really hard towards achieving this objective, but we can't guarantee it, and it's going to have to be. We're just going to have to see at the time. So we encourage everyone to come along. Magic Man is a wonderful experience. It's got a real holiday atmosphere. There's a lot of hard work done, a lot of sweat going on, but at the end of the day, everyone has a beer and it's a good time. And if you haven't been there, we encourage you to come along, and don't forget the Friday night. Yeah,
absolutely. Friday night, the Magic, the most glitzy, the most glamorous event on the Gold Coast calendar, and that's at Northcliffe Surf Club. Got to say, tickets are selling quickly and selling out very, very quickly. So there's a limited number left. So easily go onto the website and you can find your tickets to the Magic. One other question I'm sure people would like to ask: what about tried horses? Will this apply to tried horses as well?
Yeah, absolutely. We want to be doing that. There's some good partnerships out there where we expect that people will want to be happy to own with you guys. Not all people will want to own in a large group, but we expect there will be people that want to do that, particularly given the track record and given the trainers that we're associated with. So, yep, we're hunting for tried horses as of now as well. So yeah, absolutely, tried horses apply.
Yeah, so the guarantee, there's no less money being spent. All the money will be spent. That's and it's just going to be across more horses to give you those more thrills, more winners, and more engagement, which is terrific.
Yep.
So there it is again. If you have questions, help@trl.net. Go there, fire away. I'm sure there'll be plenty on social media as well, and we'll gather them all together and we'll get through as many as we can that we didn't cover in the initial announcement. But that's it. The Magic Millions will be up, running. You'll see coverage from that. There'll be daily previews, daily reviews. We'll go live on some of the bidding that you'll be trying to do, along with the Bloodstock team as well, and keep everybody informed about purchases or part purchases as well as we get the screen back just to say goodbye. So there it is. That's the Magic Millions announcement.